Welcome to the deepest, darkest archives. Bruise through heroic tales of adventure. A brief respite amongst friends. And an unfortunate revelation. All this and more in the first chapter of the Dungeon Chronicles.
I'm Braxton. This is the Dungeon Chronicles, and I am the DM for this whole shebang. I'm sorry about last episode and all the chaos that went on. But hey, are you not entertained? Welcome to this actual play podcast. I would love to pass it off to my players. Ryan, please introduce yourself.
Hey guys, I'm Ryan. I play Ormano, and I almost died. Over to Jamie.
Good, Jamie.
What's up, gamers?
Oh my god, the crunch.
It's Jamie here. I play Zerda, the zestiest little goblin you'll ever meet. Not a tree, as of right now. Passing it over to Kenneth.
Yo, what is up, my fellow people? It's Kenneth here. I play Salty, and man, Salty had a long day last episode, so let's see how it goes
Salty's
with this
no good,
episode.
Very bad, horrible day.
I mean,
Yeah,
good
bad,
day
more
for
normal days.
good day for Salty, bad day for Salty. I'll let you guys be the judge.
The Marvelous Misadventures of Salty is the
Hell
name
yeah,
of this
brother.
podcast now. Or at least that episode.
I got plot armor now, man.
Warmer.
We'll see. We'll see what happens if you've gotten the ire of the all-powerful DM if I decide to throw everything at you now. We will see. But what happened last time, if you guys are wondering or you need a little bit of a recap, they entered the Envy Forest. They encountered these two druids who they've heard from Morrow, our big snake friend, that they've been doing some bad stuff, turning people to stone. They found a basilisk that was under their control. They had a schematic for combining creatures. It looks like they were trying to put two and two together. You want a big Hydra basilisk? That sounds terrible. I don't know. We learned some heartfelt backstory of one of these druids, a pretty elven woman, and her companion, who we learned was Kareen. She seemed to be some sort of panther-like humanoid creature who unfortunately met that fate due to some of her friend's experimentations. Some heartfelt words were shared between Ormano and these two druids, or at least one of them. They try to get away after Zerda crazily takes a staff that is rather dangerous, but they like nice shiny things, people of Zerda's nature. She wields it, and unfortunately, when trying to free our big snake friend, because this staff has that power, she makes the whole forest shake and fall apart. In that moment, in the escaping of our three heroes after Zerda falls unconscious to the power of the staff, and Ormano just is okay being princess carried by Salty away, the two druids take the opportunity to try to thwart and get their staff back, using the lightning rod that's in the pack that they've stolen to shock them and attempt to halt them by combining all of these people into some grotesque mass. In this room, they are spoken to by some otherworldly being that commands them to fight, to which Salty says, okay, Dex Ormano, and wins, but despite the powerful being's, I guess, bargain they try to bring onto Salty, he says, no, I'm pretty much the perfect being already, so no thank you. The being says, interesting, lets them go, and they manage to somehow escape. And yes, Miss McGuire did also get out of there, their friend Basilisk. They've decided to take a rest after everybody came back too, before returning to the town or doing whatever the hell they want to do next. So let's start off at the camp and begin whatever sort of resting you guys do, what sort of, I guess, watches if you need to. You guys
I'm just saying, I might not be perfect, but I'm pretty close. Right, Ormano? I'm pretty close to perfect.
Can I start
I
off
don't know
with
what
a
you're
question?
talking about.
Oh.
Do we have the lightning staff, or do they? Like the lightning
do.
rod?
And a bag is
And a
where
bag.
the lightning rod should be
Mm-hmm.
that you guys
Okay.
have.
So they shot us with lightning. Oh, okay.
She
never mind.
spoke something that called the
Mhm.
lightning down.
Yeah. I imagine it came to. Okay.
Alright, so I'm pretty hyped right now. Do we want to short rest, long rest? Do you guys think? It's only an hour to town, so...
Well, I kind of want to rest here. I don't know if we want to. I mean, I don't think they'll be very happy if we take McGuire back.
Listen, Lizzie McGuire is a perfectly okay lizard.
Yeah, but are they gonna believe that?
Oh, Charisse is fine. Charisse will believe it.
I don't think he's the only
Maybe.
guard there, though.
I mean, you're right. You're not wrong.
Secondly,
We could ask for Charisse.
true, but secondly, I don't think we're finished with the forest.
Oh no, most definitely not. My thing is, I just don't want to be lugging around this lightning rod if those druids are still there.
That's a good point.
I just don't want to be. I mean, we could go back, deposit it in town, and then come back to the forest. I
Would
just
you
don't
feel
want
better
them.
if I buried it somewhere that only I could find?
Yeah, I mean, if you could be assured that only you could find it, yeah.
I'd be a little worried about us losing it, but I guess I trust you at this point.
It's better than taking it to town and somebody else stealing it.
I mean, that's fair.
We would give it to what's his face.
Oh, yeah.
Ursa Minor.
Yeah. Though, to get to where he is, we have to rest in the inn anyway, so maybe we should just go back and rest there.
I'm gonna hug Mrs. McGuire.
You're like a rumble.
We could tell her to wait out
throat.
here, maybe.
I mean, as
You
long as
two
we
can
keep
go
the-
back. I'll stay out here with Mrs. McGuire.
Sure.
I mean, are you sure I can stay? I'm fine. I am in peak physical condition as far as I'm concerned.
I am not fine or in peak physical condition,
So yeah,
but
I could stay with Miss McGuire.
I just don't want her to be alone.
Yeah, I could perfectly stay with her. Keep a watch out, make sure stay outside town. I'm no stranger to roughing it. Would I like to stay in the inn? Yeah, but I'm fine.
I mean, I sleep on the ground anyway.
It's up to you, Salty. I don't mind either way.
Yeah, I'll keep Miss McGuire company. You two can go back into town. I'll still be outside of town, right? I'm not like staying out in the boonies, right? I'll be right outside the gates. If anything happens, I can just run back in, or I think you are right. I think they don't want just big lizards roaming around in the city.
Right.
So I'll keep her company. You guys can take a rest. I'm feeling fine. I
Okay.
swear.
All right.
Salty, can I ask you a question before
Yeah,
I go?
sure. What's up?
I'm gonna pull him away from Mrs. McGuire off to the side.
Oh yeah. Is this something scandalous? Maybe don't want any paparazzi around,
I only understand half of those words.
Yeah, Salty.
That's fine.
Where have you learned that from?
Something came over me from another plane of existence. Another
You
word.
were there.
Sorry. But yeah, what's up, little one?
I'm gonna pull a blanket out of my bag.
All right.
I want you to make sure that she is comfortable.
I can do that.
I'm gonna pull out my from my vestments, I'm gonna pull out like my religious robe.
All
And I'm
right.
gonna hand it to him. This is so she knows that I will be back. So she can smell me. Also I need you to tell me, what is she?
Oh, they called it a basilisk, I believe. It's just a lizard with 6 legs that it can freeze people.
Right. Okay. I just need to know for future things. Okay, take these. Make sure she's safe and comfortable. I will be back for her as
Of
soon as I
course.
can.
Of course, I will be able to accommodate her and her very needy schedule and needs.
Great.
So the plan is for you guys to split up.
Yeah,
Right?
us two are headed back to the inn, and he's staying there.
Outside, yeah.
Okay.
I'm saying like outside the keep walls or the town walls, basically. I don't want to be like out in the boonies away from everyone. I just want to like stay outside so that like So Miss McGuire isn't like alone by themselves, and because I'm imagining they won't let Miss McGuire inside anyway, so I'll just camp outside. I honestly don't need a long rest, so
Damn, Salty's like, I am the perfect being still.
Hey, Salty,
Yeah, no,
when we come back, I guess you can fill us in on everything that happened.
if I remember it, I.
Okay.
If he remembers it.
It's not in the best mind state to really take it all in right now.
Salty
That's
doesn't want to
fair.
tell Armano that he punched him in the face.
Yeah,
I saw that much.
Yeah, sorry, mate. Kind of got a little wacky there.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't really know what happened there, but maybe we'll figure it out later.
I did use my one good bandage on you, so I think
Appreciate
I think that makes us even.
Maybe.
All right.
All right.
We'll talk about that in the morning.
So, do you
Also,
two
welcome
set
back.
off?
Yeah.
Do you leave the stuff with Salty? What do you guys bring?
I assume he'll give me the pouch.
Yeah, I'll give you guys the goods. It's just gonna be like my stuff that I just always carry on me, and maybe like a small little tent, and just camp on the outside of the like right outside the gates.
Okay, cool. So I would like to. Yeah, go ahead, Zerda.
I still have the staff. I
Yeah,
have not taken it off.
You haven't taken it off. It's just
Nope.
so it's in your hand, and vines are just wrapped around
Yep.
a little bit.
Nobody can have it now.
Okay, yeah, it's there. So let's start with Ormano and Zerda heading off back to the town. I think that's where we could continue here. Do you guys want to stay on the road? Off the
Yeah.
road? How do you want to proceed?
Road?
Okay.
Sure.
So traveling onto the road, it is darker now at this point. It's been a decent amount of time. The sun has pretty much set.
I'll cast light on my spear.
Oh, smart. Okay, so the light here is making it pretty apparent. You have heard that things get dangerous at night. You've experienced it before, albeit in the form of bandits that were kind of uncharacteristically in the area at that time. Moving forward, I'm going to need Ormano to make a perception check.
Okay. And as we're nice. It's just a 11.
An 11. Okay. So you pretty much only see the light that is in front of you, the pebbles that come underneath your feet on this road, as some carriage tracks have probably broken up the path here as they travel to and from. The road that you've gotten back on now, while it does connect to the forest, also leads to some of the other areas on the eastern side of the hold you're in currently, which right now you guys are in the western region, and just up north is Acheron. But farther to the east, in general, you guys would know that's where one of the coastlines is that leads to another one of the continents of this area, or at least of the mapped world at this point. Things have changed a lot since the starting of the Dawning. Landscapes are different. Maps aren't super reliable, but you guys have been here before. You don't see anybody else coming along this path currently, and you guys are having a pretty simple travel back to town before you get to the gate and see not a single guard there.
On the way back.
Yes.
Hey, Zerda, you feeling okay? I know that you kind of got consumed by. I don't even know what happened.
I am feeling about half as good as good.
Okay, so not great.
Yeah.
What exactly? So while you're holding the staff, what exactly was? I mean, you still kind of got it. Is it safe to take into town? It kind of destroyed that whole forest that we were in, knocked you out.
I mean, I think as long as nobody makes me angry.
Okay. I mean, duly noted. Duly noted. You're a very forward individual, aren't you? You kind of wear your heart in your sleeve. Not literally. Okay, I guess I just we haven't really talked much, you and me. You know, it's usually all three of us, and I was just kind of curious on where you're How did you end up with us? Obviously, you had the letter and stuff, but how did somebody like you decide, hey, I'm going to go off to Acheron?
Well, I was exploring, and then I found this paper, and then somebody told me what the paper said.
Yeah.
And since it came from the sky, I thought that the big bird sent it to me, so I figured I should follow it.
Gotcha. Does this big bird have a name? I know we've kind of talked about him before, but...
Yeah, but it's really long, and I don't know how to say it, so I call him Bommy.
Bommy?
Mm-hmm.
Huh. You're some religious figure?
Ormano, can you give me a religion check?
Sure, I'm proficient.
You're perfect. That's why I asked.
19.
So this name is ringing a bell. I don't think it's anything you would have particularly studied, but when you hear Bami, it makes you think of the full name Bahamut.
Oh, okay.
Just in your studies, with that 19 in proficiency, you would have come across it at some point.
So if you've... Yeah, well, this iconography is like a feathered bird?
No, I think he's hairless.
Interesting. Huh. Well,
But he's big and has wings, so it's a bird, right?
Yeah, I mean, there's some things I'm not super well versed in this type of stuff. It's not my area of expertise, but I've definitely seen some things in the sky that aren't necessarily birds, but they have wings. Just food for thought. Something to think about.
Like bugs?
Sure, insects. There's the chimera beast that attacked us first day we met. That wasn't necessarily a bird, I wouldn't say.
He could be a chimera.
And that'd be interesting. I'm somewhat of a religious figure myself, kinda. More so in my younger days.
Do you follow Bommy?
No.
He's pretty
No.
cool.
Well, maybe he'll sway me over at some point.
Yeah.
But I'm a Kellenvor guy. I'm not a huge fan of what he does all the time either. Jurgle too. But they have their place. They have their purpose.
I'm going to be front and up with you. I have no idea what those words are.
You can think about it like whenever you or someone you know ceases living, dies, what happens to their soul? These guys kind of take charge of it. They write down every soul that comes through, and then Kellenvor, from my understanding, judges them in some way and kind of keeps them around him. I'm still somewhat new to his following. So I guess I'm kind of figuring out with you. But
I just thought that when people died, they turned into birds.
maybe people that follow your god do.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to follow a different god, but times change.
Didn't like him?
No, I didn't.
Some can be jerks.
Yeah, I'd say most of them can be. Or maybe your Bommy is
He's pretty cool. He's never
maybe-
been mean to me.
maybe is an exception, but I'm not a big fan of the deities.
Well, if Kilnman and Jerkwad turn out to be bad people and you don't want to follow them anymore,
I'll come to you. Yeah,
I could show you some cool birds.
yeah. If they can't help me out, then maybe Bommy can figure things out for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you'd like him. He's really cool.
Well, looks like there aren't any guards here, so I guess we'll just let ourselves in.
Okay. So you guys enter through the town, where you would assume guards would be stationed because it's a pretty much a bulwark before everything kind of turns to shit and chaos happens. The event horizon, as you guys have heard. Unfortunately, there's no Charisse to greet you and tell you where to go and whatnot.
Sad day. And it's like full on dark now?
Yes, it would be full on dark now, but make me a perception check as you enter the town.
Yeah, does it look normal? Not good.
19.
19? 9?
My big ol' eyes.
So, Romano, you don't really notice anything out of the norm entirely, except there just seems to have been a little bit of, just a small amount of dust moved around here. It looks more traveled than usual, but Zerda, you noticed a couple of slashes on the cobblestone in the flooring just outside of the gate and on the walls somewhat that didn't seem to be there before.
There's nobody walking around.
Mm-mm.
I think somebody was fighting.
Yeah, things don't look good here.
It doesn't look like they liked the ground or the wall here.
I was hoping to just get to rest, but
And I'll touch myself and no, I'm just putting my hand on my chest.
I wanted to rest, but here's fine, I guess.
Never mind, I'll take care of it now.
And I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on myself. 'Cause I'm sitting at 1 HP.
Oh,
Oh, can we change all spells in Dungeons & Dragons when it says touch willing creature, it just says touch self or something like that? I think it probably does at some point.
myself in the nose.
Yeah. Oh, and you got a septum piercing. Go ahead and do
Nice.
it
Well,
yourself.
fine.
9?
Perfect.
Nice.
No, I got 10 perfect roll, 10 HP.
Dang,
Back
man.
up to 11. That's how I started today.
That's what happens when you touch yourself. It's healthy.
Yeah, so my hand lights up over my holy symbol.
oh, sure.
I guess we'll make our way to the inn. I don't know. Do you think it's safe to go to rest?
I don't know. You can go head to the place though. I need to go talk to Rock.
Oh, what about?
I need to ask him about some glasses.
Some glasses.
Mhm.
Okay. Do you mind if I join you? I might inquire about buying something from him.
I mean, sure, if you want.
Sure. Okay. Lead the way.
Okay.
Sure. I look in front of me and I think really hard to see if I remember where to go.
Yeah, give me I guess at this point it's a survival check to get to the right place.
Oh boy.
She's got good wisdom, I think.
Oh, 19.
Yeah, easy peasy. For some reason you remember this time. You're just like,
Great.
For some reason.
I
There we
follow
go.
my footsteps that are left behind from before.
I love that. There's actually, I mean, with your perception check from earlier, you're able to find them. But there seems to have been a lot of traffic coming through here earlier. And you guys actually run across a guard that is sitting on the ground resting. He looks fine, looks alive. But he's
Charisse?
just-
Hey, fella.
who's there?
Romano. I don't think we've met. What happened here? This seems like some shit went down.
Oh, man. You guys been here before?
Yeah,
Yes.
we're actually staying at the inn.
That's where the problem came from. You didn't happen to meet any sort of creature with, like, long blades on his arm, did you?
No, we haven't. What happened?
Well, there was some sort of massive noise out towards the east, and
Right.
out of the inn, he busted through and cut the doors down. You can see straight through if you go there. And we didn't know who the hell this thing was. We thought maybe he murdered everybody in the inn. You got blades on your arms, wielding them, cutting down doors. Guards are gonna come for you.
Yeah.
Got my ass handed to me, but he didn't seem like he was trying to hurt anybody.
No one got hurt?
No, just
That's good.
he cut some doors down.
What
cut
happened
the
to
ground. He ran off. We couldn't catch him. He's fast as hell.
Which direction?
I assumed to the forest where everything was going on. He seemed
Oh,
concerned. I suppose it was
Interesting.
weird.
well, I'm glad no one got hurt. I'm glad you're okay, fella.
I mean, I got a huge crick in my neck now. He gave me a good conk. Punched me rather than cut me with his blade. So he's...
I could give you a little massage, maybe knock it back in place.
I'm taken.
somewhat
Thank
of a
you.
medicine man. No, I'm
No,
just
I
I'm
have
somewhat of a-
tiny little hands. I'm sure I could get that knot out.
No, my wife
just-
would be angry.
I'm just somewhat of a medicine man. Just trying to help out. But
Well, where you guys heading now? I'm the guard. Might as well do my job.
we're gonna go to the rockery for a minute, then head back to the inn. Is the inn
Right.
safe to sleep in? Still.
Yeah, it should be fine. Everything's okay. James and
Yeah, they okay?
they're fine. They didn't seem to know much.
Mm.
You think they
All right.
would? They run that in. I'm kind of surprised, but you all should be safe on that way.
All right, appreciate it, man.
Yeah. Take care and see you around.
You too. Good luck with that crick.
What was his name?
I don't know.
Oh, well.
Yeah, you guys run off, and he like finally stands up and stretches, and you can see there's like some denting in the helmet that he's got in his arm
Aw.
when he gets up. Yeah, you guys can go find the rockery. It's past the inn to the square and to the left, so you guys would pass over the inn and see that there's just half a door there, but it's shut. But you can just clearly see straight in.
Nice.
So you guys pass through that unless you decided to stop, and you go up to the rockery, and it is closed at this point. But
Oh.
I mean, it's where he lives, so
I knock on the door.
knock, knock, knock. Some time passes, and he comes up to, or at least what you would assume to be him. Hello, who's there?
It is Zerda and oregano.
Ormano.
Ormon, right?
That's what I
Right.
said.
Yeah.
Yes. Anything I can help you with? Did you accomplish the thing you went out to do?
We're still working on it.
Right. I was hoping you'd get it done quicker than that, but there did seem to be some sort of fuss out there. Everything okay?
Yeah, I turned into a tree for a minute.
I don't think he was
Into
talking
a
about that, Zerda. Yeah, we heard about what happened here. It was crazy.
Did you need something?
Yeah.
Yes.
Take it away, Zerda.
I would like to communicate you to make an item for me.
The door pulls in and opens, and he goes, "Excuse me? What? Yes? Huh?
I need
Common?
an item,
Of what sort?"
like glasses, but for a lizard.
Okay, some sort of lizard folk or something? I've read about them back when...
She is a folk of sorts, and a lizard.
Here,
She's big. Her head's
Come
like,
on in, we can draw something up and figure it out.
awesome.
He lets both of you come in, and Ormano, do you just follow in as well?
Yeah, your cam is way off again.
Oh, okay. Let me pop in and pop out real quick. Is that okay?
I guess.
Oh.
How could he?
Oh my god.
And we said, bye.
I feel like I'm just getting like telepathy whenever that happens.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Well, because your mouth doesn't move, and then I hear words.
Yeah, we have issues there. It's okay. It's definitely just the internet connection. It's not super stable here. But yeah, Ormano, do you just follow in?
Yeah, I'll come in. I'll just kind of stay. I'll let her do her business. I'm just gonna stay by the door. And then I'll.
So as you guys walk into the brass-clad rockery, we're going to jump back over to Salty as he's hanging out.
So
We felt we needed to give some time away from him, as last episode was his time to shine. So let's jump back over.
Now it's my turn.
So we're going to go to Salty, and at the moment, you're alone with Lizzie McGuire. The basilisk, for those who are uninitiated in our terminology at this point. You've been resting for a little bit. It's been definitely enough time for them to get back to town, as you saw Ormano's glowing orb of magic disappear in the distance. Could you make me a perception check?
Yeah, I was under
And
the
what are you
impression
doing?
I was gonna just go out like right outside the gates and
Okay.
like sleep there.
Did you follow them, or did you wait for them to go ahead?
I was just gonna like wait, but I can
Okay.
wait out here.
No, you can go. Let's see what you want to do.
I'm gonna fucking throw this dice out the window. That's a nat 1.
Yeah, stop using it.
If
Do you need
for those of you
another
that
die?
remember,
No, I got it.
last session he got like 3 1s, 4 1s. at
The
pretty
crazy
critical
thing
points.
is that dice has given me like 3 nat 20s in a row. So I think all the luck has been
To
used out
hit
of it.
me, he rolled perfect.
high
Oh,
risk,
yeah.
high reward, I suppose.
Coincidence?
So, on your way to the gate,
I'm just like
the perception-
slowly walking with.
Yeah.
Oh, how are you doing, Lizzie? You kind of got shaken up back there. How you doing? And just kind of like slowly patting her. Oh yeah, me too. Me too. I mean, it was fun. I mean, it was honestly kind of fun to punish Ormano. I mean, don't tell him I said that though. Should have seen me minding your little secret. Oh,
She
it's
seems
okay.
a little miffed because Ormano was kind of.
Oh, it's
care of
over.
her for a while.
You know. You know. Yeah, if you know, you know. And then yeah, just like slowly, just not really trying to hurry, just kind of moseying down the road.
Okay. So you may not have a light on you at the moment, and it is fairly dark.
Mhm.
But
Yep.
out of the
come on.
distance,
Yep.
you hear, "Hello, who goes there? There's some ruckus out this way. Is everybody okay?"
Salty just.
Hides behind Lizzie.
Hello, Bardish.
Oh, you know my name.
Yes,
Mind
we
if I
have.
mosey on over?
You can mosey on in.
Ah, I see you've been to a lovely town. You do sound
Yes,
a bit
hello.
familiar. And he
Yes,
approaches
hello.
a bit. Salty, good to see you. I'm sure
I-
you got a bit of a tale to tell. You're coming from all the
Coming-
noise over there?
Coming from the Envy Forest. Yep.
Right. Must admit, I was a bit worried. I heard with the noise, I got a bit of an investment in that forest down there. Is everything okay?
An investment?
Yeah, I told you I was pretty adept at exploring over there.
Yeah,
Offered
yeah,
to help
yeah.
you guys out. You said no. You seem capable. Let you go.
Yeah,
But,
I mean, it was fine, but like, you got land there, you got pets there,
Bets.
just like animals like that you like. I don't know.
As somebody I used to be acquaintances with that I keep tabs on secretively sometimes. They don't know I watch them. It's not creepy, I
Oh.
promise. Just they wouldn't be happy if they met me again.
Yeah, weird question. Did it look like this but bigger, and maybe with like more than one head?
No. I don't think I've ever had the pleasure of meeting something that colorful. Somebody more our size.
Yes, yeah. This is more Lizzie McGuire.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you why you had a basilisk in tow. Is there much
she's a
behind
friend.
that?
She's a friend. It kinda has to do with what happened at the forest.
Right, you saved the creature or something? You know those things prey on people sometimes, right? Not
Yeah,
actively,
sometimes.
but
Yeah, sometimes.
Yeah.
I mean, anything could eat anything if it's hungry enough.
that's true. I have had quite an adventure where I had to snack on some crickets for a while. You can imagine part of me felt weird about that.
Oh
But,
yeah, yeah. Was that before or after you were
After,
you know,
yeah.
the makeover?
If it's cannibalism, I don't know. But
I'd say not.
it's a story for another time, perhaps. I know it's a bit out of character for me, but
Yeah.
you think I
a
should
little
head
bit.
down there? I don't see your friends with you.
They
okay?
went on ahead. I guess you missed them. Yeah, they went on ahead to town to get some rest. Because I wouldn't imagine the town's too keen on Miss Lizzie here. So I was just gonna
Yeah.
sleep outside town.
It's probably a good idea. I had to skirt around some guards at some point, and I decided to not follow the road because they might chase after me. Wasn't a pleasant experience, let me tell you that.
You had to what? Some guards?
They were trying to apprehend me. Told you, remember, I typically stay in the Mosion Inn because they don't like our kind. That's why James
Yes.
takes us in. But that's neither here nor there. Well, we can probably, set up a fire outside, share some tales if you're down for that.
I mean, I would. Salty kind of thinks for a second and just. Oh yeah. Yeah, sure. Let's make a camp and swap stories together. That sounds lovely.
I knew you'd warm up to me at some point. All right.
Oh.
I am a grade A camper. I have these big appendages, but I can put a mean campfire out. So if you don't mind, let us go find a place to rest.
Sure. Lead the way, Mr. Expert.
And he kind of about faces and just takes you on And it's weird. Like he takes different turns in a seemingly empty plane where there's like a couple of trees, but he'll like take a left turn randomly at some point, take a right turn, and it's absurd.
Can
You
I do
do
like
not
an
know what the hell's
Can I do like an insight check to see if like he's just doing it for show to act like he's like, oh, this rock here
Yeah.
I turn, or if he's like
Absolutely.
actually know what he's talking about.
Yeah, go for it.
That is insights. That's a 12.
A 12? I mean, from your experience, these places are messy and scary, but it's pitch black. To you, it seems like he's just fucking around. You can't tell.
All right. This is fine. I'm definitely not gonna. Lizzie, you got my back, right? In case he turns to trying to stab me, right? You got me.
Mm.
All right. Good to know. Good to know. All right. Yeah. Just wait up. Just jog after him.
All right. Make sure you follow the steps I'm taking. This place is none too safe, but makes a hell of a good campsite, because if anybody comes up on us, they will be screwed.
Sure. Yeah. Whatever you say, Bardish.
Yeah, make sure you keep your pet in
Distance?
tow.
Oh
no.
yeah.
Because if
Oh,
she
yeah,
takes
of
one
course.
step in the wrong spot,
Oh,
and he
all
gets
right. I
he
think
gets a
you
copper Pete. Yeah, go ahead.
You might have our relationship mixed up. They're not really my pet. We're kind of traveling companions.
All right. Well, I'm all for making, I suppose, an more even playing field for the creatures of the realm. So I get that.
All right.
And this should be about good enough. All right, let's make down camp here. Just again, remember, if you go take a leak or something, I probably have to go with you just to make sure nothing bad happens.
Wait, there's leaks around here.
No, if you need to go to El Baño or something, I don't know.
What?
The bathroom.
Speaks Spanish.
Of course he would.
He's a man of the country.
God, I
He's
love
been
him.
around.
All right. So about the forest. Yeah, some druids. A weird 5-headed beast thing. Just kind of tell him about what happened. Not all the details. Like, I'll leave out that I beat the shit out of Ormano and that we got like struck by lightning and all that. But I'll tell him generally what happened.
Do you mention any names?
I don't think he would not. So yeah. So some elven woman didn't get the name of some cat person named Kareen. And like I said, Marlowe, you have talked about him quite a bit. Nice fella, seems at least. Hopefully he's not evil, because that'd be quite fucked.
Do you know much of what happened to this Kareem?
No. I just got my friends and ran. I looked back. They seemed quite baffled that I survived the just kind of that I threw off their spell a little bit. I'm so strong.
Yeah, there's a couple of things I want to pick your brain about here. First, you didn't. I don't know how you managed to resist what went on in there.
Like the voice said, like I said, I'm pretty unusual.
I guess.
I don't know. I could not tell you. Some luck, maybe.
I thought I was pretty capable, but when I went toe to toe with this giant bug creature in there, when I got struck, I got overcome with rage. I killed it, and I was barely alive, and I got some things I want to protect. So when I was offered more power, I took it.
Well, we'll see. That's the thing. I kind of had a connection to the two that I was there with. And I'm plenty strong myself. And if I want to get stronger, if I want to, improve myself, I could do that through my own merit. I mean, if I just get powers from some god or some fey creature or something of that matter, I feel like I haven't earned it. And then what use do I have of it? Like, I didn't earn that myself, so I have no reason to use that, if that makes any sense.
In hindsight, yeah, it does. Wish I'd met you before I came across that. It's a weird thing
hindsight
that happens when
2020.
you get struck. But, you could have become like me, I suppose. Would have been a bit more nasty with all your friends around, but
Oh, you mean a little dry?
yeah. I'm sorry, I'm a bit more somber now. I guess the cat's out of the bag. I know those two. I used to know Corrine and a friend there. Her name was, you didn't hear her name. Her name was Shanta.
Shanta.
Yeah, used to run around with them before everything went to shit, but that's not something I want to talk about.
Are they the ones you were spying on?
Yeah.
Did you know what they were doing?
Well, Shanta used to kind of meddle around with. She's the reason I'm like this right now. Unfortunately.
Why?
It wasn't
do
her fault.
people-
It wasn't her fault. Listen, we were getting attacked by some sort of creature, and I started fighting it, and she did what she thought she could do. Hurt it with this power she didn't understand.
Exactly.
Like this.
That's why you earn your own power. That's why you don't try to get power that's not your own because you don't understand it, and then shit like you and shit like the forest happens. That's why you just earn it yourself. All right,
Look,
your
she-
own merits.
I get it, but when you lose your entire family, pretty much like she has, like we have, it's tough. But
Oh yeah, no, I understand. I completely do. That's why I'm out here. But it's still like you need to. At least if you get power from something else, you need to try your damnedest to understand every part of it.
right, I mean, got an interesting situation now with that thing that's on your friend's arm that you mentioned.
Yeah.
Hopefully, nothing rampant happens because that's
Oh.
it's gonna keep trying to do shit.
Yeah,
That
I mean,
staff is something that's been passed down through generations, or like way back in our, at least Shanta's family. It's one of their heirlooms, so you probably should get that off her wrist at some point. But
I mean, I wish I could tell her, but I'm here. They're there. Yeah, it's
if you want to head back in, I can watch your acquaintance.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just
And what
look
about
for
the
look for lumps in the ground, okay? Don't
all right,
step on
lumps
them.
in the ground? Lumps in the ground. Got it. What about the big snake thing? Is that fine? And I'm sure your friends, acquaintances are probably fine in there as well.
Yeah, I hope so. But I'm promising you I'm going to stay here and take care of your friend, so I'm not going to go check.
All right, thank you, Bardish, and I will be back either in the morning or just back with the reports. We'll see.
Just remember, watch out for the bumps, okay? Don't step on
Watch out for the lumps. Do not step on them.
them. Should be fine. As soon as you hit the road, you're okay.
All right.
I'll be here.
Watch out for
okay?
the lumps.
Stay safe.
Watch out for the lumps. Watch out for the lumps. Watch out for the lumps. And I just walk off. Hey, y'all. Hope you are enjoying this episode. My name is Kenneth, the voice behind Salty, the big lovable green guy that loves to punch things. You might be wondering why I'm interrupting this great episode. Well, I'm here to tell you about all of our social media, Discord, email, all that good stuff. So, without further ado, our Twitter and Instagram, and if you want to look at our posts, reach out to us, just see any tweets about scheduling and stuff like that, that's going to be Dungeon Crawl Pod. And if you want to get in touch with us more personally, kind of like hangouts, watch anime, talk about movies, comics, all that good stuff, we have a Discord. And that Discord is going to be in the Linktree link down below in the description of wherever you're watching this, either on YouTube or any of your podcasting stuff. Now, if you want to get in contact with us in a long form way, if you want to email at us, that will be thedungeoncrawlpod@gmail.com. One more time for posterity's sake, thedungeoncrawlpod@gmail.com. Now, if you really love D&D info, lore, just how to run it, stuff like that, Braxton and Ryan have another podcast called the Dungeon Crawl. In the last 2 episodes, the newest one would be making a character for a Dungeons & Dragons one-shot, because making a character for a one-shot is completely different than making a character for a long-form campaign. The one before that was how to handle traveling in Dungeons & Dragons, which I have my own thoughts on, and so do they, so go check that out. And you can listen to those on YouTube. Just search in that little search doobly-doo for Dungeon Crawl Podcast. Gotta add that podcast on there, because there's some like weird phone games about dungeon crawling and stuff like that. And you can also search those on any Spotify, SoundCloud, all that good stuff. If you just can't get enough and you really want to watch us live, we do live stream this show on Twitch usually every other Monday from 6 to usually about 10, 11. And the next time we're going to be streaming is April 19th at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. We used to stream on twitch.tv/Malasior. With this, we are going to be streaming in a new place on Twitch called twitch.tv/The Dungeon Crawl Network. Again, that is going to be on April 19th, 6 p.m. Central Standard Time at twitch.tv/The Dungeon Crawl Network. Now, we will be leaving a tweet out on Monday to see if the live stream will actually be on the 19th at 6 p.m. or Tuesday, the 20th at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time because of scheduling conflicts. But if you follow the Twitter, we will be tweeting out Monday if it will be live streamed on Tuesday or not. If you just really love what we do here, what Braxton and Ryan do on the Dungeon Crawl and what we do on the Dungeon Chronicles here, it really helps us if you go rate us 5 stars on Apple Podcasts, because that lets us reach more people, says that, hey, this show's doing good, we want more of that, and leave us a comment. Say if you like Salty or Zerda or Ormano more, which one of you is your favorite character. I'm going to get out of here so you guys can listen to the rest of this great episode. Bye, y'all.
So as Salty goes off, let's jump back over to Ormano and Zerda. They are currently inside the rockery, talking with our good old friend who is keeping Tintin kind of hostage. If you guys remember before, he mentioned to our group that they needed to prove their strength if they were going to actually be able to take Tintin into the event horizon where the capital is, just because he cares about her and doesn't want anything bad to happen. So, you need glasses? I'm not sure what you mean here.
So, have you seen X-Men? No. So
I'm not sure. No, I don't know what that is.
So, like, I have a lizard friend, Mrs. McGuire. That's her name. And she, like, shoots light out of her eyes, but the light hurts people. Yeah, but it's bad light. So we have to keep a blindfold over her, but she can't look at stuff.
Well, if you say it's some sort of light, then I might be able to make a sort of lens that kind of spreads out this effect. It could lessen the symptoms of it, but if this thing were to look at you for long enough and you stayed there, it's the same thing as sunlight. You'll get burned a bit unless you reflect it away. So I could work on that a bit. It wouldn't be easy at all.
Could you make it darkened so like people can't like look through it, but the creature can look out of it?
That actually might be a simpler solution, rather than having to make a special lens. I've never worked on that before. I'll take you up on that.
Would it make the light go back at her and hurt her?
As long as I don't make it reflective, it should be okay.
Okay.
What kind of thing is this?
Do you have a paper?
Yeah, I've got plenty over here. And he pulls out some paper on the desk and a pencil.
I will draw him a picture.
I don't think I've ever seen one of those. I'm not a good person to ask. Tintin might have read about it at some point, but
she's
fairly
great.
sheltered. Oh, bless you, Hermana. Bless you.
Thanks, man.
Oh, Salty must be talking about you.
Hopefully
is
he's saying
he
nice stuff.
Okay, where is he?
Yeah, he's fine. He's
He's
actually
with
with
Mrs.
this blizzard.
McGuire. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I can see what I do, but it's... Depending on how I figure it out, if I can go with what Ormano says, it could be something more simple. But if I end up having to go the other way, it would probably be more expensive. I promise, though the inner salesman in me might want me just to do the more expensive option, I will do my best to find a simple solution for you.
I appreciate that. You're a respectful gentleman.
Yeah, I mean, I'm mostly just trying to learn the craft. The Coalition has several schools there, and I tended to work in more of the mechanized versions, the ones that built special things, I suppose. But, I mean, would you feel like sharing what happened over in the forest? I mean,
Oh, I
you do
turned
seem
into a
pretty
tree.
damn beat up.
Yeah, she
You
turned
okay?
into a tree.
Yeah, that thing on your wrist, I'm surprised I didn't mention it. Shouldn't I
Yeah,
be
it looks like
concerned?
it's like eating me or something, but so far it's fine.
Yeah, we're gonna keep it there till we understand it a little bit better.
Yeah.
No pain? Nothing?
Nope, not now.
Yeah, we had some earlier.
Yeah. I think it tried to kill me, but it realized that I am superior.
Something
Yeah,
tried to... The staff tried to kill you.
Try to kill all of us, really.
I think it was jealous that I'm green and it's not.
Is it magic?
Probably, I would imagine so.
Do you
I've never seen
mind-
anything of its capabilities before.
Could I take a look at it?
I would suggest not touching it. It seemed it did some crazy stuff.
As my mom says, look with your eyes, not your hands.
That's a good point.
Wise words.
At least
My
not in
mom
the
is
village, maybe
super wise.
outside. I just don't want to cause any havoc.
I apologize. Yes, you're right. I must admit that I am quite interested in magical objects and entities. Considering it was banned in the Coalition, I didn't get much of a chance to, before I was exiled, mess with anything like that. So, forgive me. But
I'm gonna
can
pull
work on
out
these.
fish and put fish on the counter in his little armor.
I see. He wears it well. It is a he, right?
It's great.
I lift up his tail. Yes.
Confirming with science. Good job. I commend that. Well,
It could change. I don't know. I don't know how rats work.
did you... Tintin's here if you wanted to see her as well. She's
Yes.
probably asleep now,
We
but
do? Okay. All right. Well, if she's sleeping, I don't want to bother her.
yeah, she's been a bit busy helping me out.
Yeah, we'll see her when we finish this goal for you.
All right.
Can I request a second commandment?
Commission, you mean? Is the word?
That's what I said.
Yes, of course you
Yes.
did. What is it?
Along with the glasses, I would like you to make a to
Just for accessorizing?
I don't want to. I want
Yes.
to dissuade you, Zerda, but do you have the money for this? I don't want to make the guy work for nothing.
Well,
I mean,
he
we've got
works,
plenty of
yeah.
copper lying
He-
around,
he
so it
works
wouldn't be
with
too
copper.
expensive.
That's what tiaras are made out of, right?
We still have to pay for it, though.
I have some money.
Well, we can talk about that either
It
after.
needs to fit the same size of head as whatever kind of person Tintin is.
So you want it for Tintin?
Of course.
I mean, if it's a gift for her, I don't mind doing it for free. She's a bit stressed right now. For me, I'm a bit older, so I was able to acclimate to this new world a bit more. But Tintin, this is all very new for her. For a young girl to have been cast away from her home unwillingly, from her family who loved her very dearly. That's why she's asleep so early.
Well, my
Been
dad
having-
says if you have a nice hat, it'll remind you to not let your head fall so far down.
It's a nice saying.
She always have this sort of wisdom. She doesn't come across that
Yeah.
way.
Tintin definitely makes it seem like she's stronger than she must be taking it then, because she's always been perfect around us. No problems.
Yeah. Yeah, if I'm being honest, the reason she's out here is probably she had concern for me and got exiled on
She did talk
purpose.
about you.
Yeah, I was helping her learn, trying to help her decide which which school she wanted to go into. It's a big thing in the coalition to decide which career you fall into, whether it's culinary arts, alchemy, transportation. I was helping her figure things out. She showed success in every area. She could have become someone really great there, but I don't know if living there is something that's going to help her realize all of her potential. There might be more for her out here. But
I see your love and your care for her. And we're going to do this quest for you. We're going to get your stuff, but I think you should let her make her own decisions.
Seeing how beat up you all are, I knew that forest was, especially as of late, rather unsafe. I need to apologize. I may have meant to send you to your deaths, just so that Tintin wouldn't have to worry about it. If you all just disappeared, then, that would have been it.
Well, 2 of us almost died, so you almost got your wish.
I'm gonna reach up on tippy toes and put my hand on his hand. You won't have been the first person to try to kill me, but it's okay. No one can kill me.
Scared.
Kind of like shudders for a little bit. I'll take note of that. But considering that I've shared that with you, I think I don't have any right to keep it from going anywhere. If you all are able of surviving, even just entering and leaving that place, I think that's more than enough.
While I appreciate the sentiment, I think even if we weren't here, you should still let her make her decision to go there regardless.
If you're really worried, you could ask her if you could come with her.
True.
I mean,
you could
part
be
of my
her personal
lack of
assistant. That would be
confidence in her
fun.
is I'm not very capable in battle. Part of the reason I don't think I can survive out there, so how could she?
Well, you'd have Major Ursa with you. She seems like a hoot.
And
God.
us. We are so fun. And my
Right.
lizard friend, she's great.
But I'm thinking more of the meaning of it. If we weren't here and it was just her, she came all this way. She wants to research. She wants to understand what this dawning is.
That's
She
true.
has
and
that right.
She made it really far all by herself before
She
she met
did.
us.
She's much
Yeah.
more capable than I think you think she is. She's not that little kid that you remember.
It's true, but part of that is the book she carries. It's probably the Coalition's most prized possession. And if she leaves now, if she leaves by herself, she's going to be targeted by a certain group of people that works with the Coalition. They're going to try to get it back. And whether you went with her or you went to that forest, it was my assumption that you'd be dead either way. Because of these people. And if she stays with me, I can maybe convince them just to take the book back and maybe punish me for it, but this is all rather complicated. I'm sorry. If you just want your commissions, you can go about your ways. I'll let Tintin know that she can make her own decision.
We'll finish this for you. It's the least we can do.
They shouldn't... I don't know much about them. It was mostly just a scary bedtime story that they would tell us. But if it's true, then they'll come for her. I don't know much else about that, but the answer might even be in the book itself. It only shows the right thing at the right time, though.
We'll talk to her maybe when she wakes up tomorrow.
Yes.
I'll get to work on those glasses. Do you have any measurements, or should I just kind of wing it?
Her head is like this big.
Okay. It's a rather large head.
It's fairly
Got a big
accurate.
head.
Yeah, you can
Okay.
ride
It's-
her.
It's because she's very smart.
Okay, well,
She
I'll get to work on that, and maybe a parting gift for Tintin from all of us.
I have an easier request. How much would a dagger cost you?
Not too much. I mean, if it's just made out of the copper, I mean, honestly, I could just give it to you. But if you wanted something more traditional,
I just need something that can slice things.
yeah, give me a moment.
I don't have many tools that can do that. And I've been in a couple situations where that might help.
Mono, I can
Yeah.
slice things for you.
Yeah,
Sure.
but I mean, for example, if you're tied down somewhere, I just it could be useful for me to have something of that sort too.
I guess.
All right, well, back to business then. A dagger of that sort, just a straightforward one. Best I can make would be about 2 gold.
All right. I'll think on it. Yeah. I appreciate it.
Where will you all be if Tintin wakes up tomorrow and I send her somewhere?
The inn right Mosey.
Yeah. The
Most
Mosey,
likely.
yeah, you can ask
Okay.
James and he can find us.
Are they okay over there? I heard some fuss.
Yeah, they're a little shook up.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a laughing matter, but if that's the case, then maybe I should relax.
They only have half a door.
Yeah, they do. Well, they'll be all right though.
Romano, Zerda, I apologize. I know it might not mean much, but she's the only thing I have left from my time there.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, you're the only thing that she has left.
I don't know, I think she has you guys now.
Well,
It's
then
hard
you
to
do
let things
too.
go. And as time goes on, it's even harder to break that habit.
Right. I'm gonna get to work on your commissions. Just let me know if you want the dagger. I can make that in just a few days' time.
All right. Sounds good.
Take care.
Yeah.
So you guys head out.
I don't know.
And we're gonna jump back over to Salty.
Sorry.
So Salty, I need you to make me another very important
Oh, okay.
perception check with advantage because
All right.
you know what you're looking for.
Yes,
You have
I
dark
know.
vision, right?
I do, yes.
Okay. You rolled 2 dice, just making sure you know that.
Yes. Don't you fuck me, you fuckers. That was so close to a nat 20. All right, that is a nat 20. One
Okay.
of them was cocked. So yes, a nat 20.
So with your dark vision and looking around, you clearly see the winding path that Bardish was taking. You see his footsteps heading back towards where he was, but almost perfectly on each side of the footsteps that he takes and where you followed, there are these little bumps in the ground. You don't know what the hell they are, but you just know not to touch them. Do you decide not to?
I decide not to touch them. I will trust Bardish.
Okay, after about like 5-6 minutes of travel that you guys took to get off the road, you're back on it, and you can easily head over to the town of Waymore. If you decide to do something else, you can do that, but otherwise, we'll jump you back over there.
I do want to note that I did tuck, before I left, I did tuck her in. Like, I left her little blanket with her, tucked her in, and
Okay.
I left the robes of Zerda. Or was it robes or was it?
They were my ceremonial robes.
Yeah, I left those like kind of put under her head as like a little pillow, and then I left.
Okay,
And
perfect.
then I am heading on my way to Waymore.
So when you finally get over to Waymore, thinking about the warm interaction that you had with Lizzie McGuire, tucking her into
Yes.
bed, you're very proud and you're going to tell Zerda all about it. You do come across a guard at the front. You're like,
Okay.
well, hell yeah. Thank God somebody's protecting this town.
Hell yeah! Thank God somebody's protecting this town.
Who goes there?
Oh, it's me, Salty.
I don't know any Salty.
Are you Charisse?
I'm not Charisse. Charisse is off duty right now.
Well, then yes, you are correct. I
Are
do not know
you a
you.
villain? Should I let you in the town?
I mean, do I look like a villain?
I'm gonna be honest. I'm really fucking tired right now. So
No,
if you
I
just
am not
want
a
to come on
villain.
in, that's
I am.
probably fine.
I am not
You
a
look
villain.
okay.
I mean, but that's what a villain would say, wouldn't they? If they were a villain.
That's
Aye?
true. You don't have massive blades on your arms, so I'm not too worried.
Fair
It's
enough.
fine.
Fair enough.
You need directions or something?
Oh, just go into the Mosey on in.
All right. Yep. Easy enough. Just straight down the road a couple of ways.
Oi,
Take care.
you're doing a good job.
I don't agree with that, but
I walk off under my breath. God, he is not doing a good job. He needs to sleep or
Okay.
something.
yeah, you walk over, and at around this time, you would probably see Ormano and Zerda walking out, or if they're heading back to the inn. Are you guys?
Yes.
Okay, so at some point, I'm just gonna make it nice and convenient. Wow, how is this happening? You get to the inn, and they show up as well.
Hi.
Before you
What
head in.
happened to?
Where's Lizzie?
Yeah, what's going on?
Salty? I'm gonna like
being-
climb up his body and
Is
like
everything okay?
I'm being attacked right now. Look, your robes are on me, and your blanket is on me. All right. She's with Bardish. All right, in a safe little quiet place that only really
That
me
guy
and
we met
Bardish
at
can
the
get.
inn?
They're in the
guy.
inn?
No, they're not in the inn. No, Bardish is outside of town. To like a secret hideaway place.
And we trust that guy.
I mean, I hopefully I told him everything that happened in the forest, so I hope we can trust him.
I trust him with my life, but that's beside the point. Salty.
Does he know not to look at her eyes?
Sure, he called it by name. He called it a basilisk, so I
Okay.
would imagine that.
Did you formally introduce them?
Yeah, I think so. Yes.
You did.
Because if you just left her with somebody that she doesn't know and
No,
she
she-
doesn't know that we know,
It was fine. Interaction was very fine. When I left, she was sound asleep.
Sound like a
All right.
parrot, Zerda.
All right, trust me. I got this. All right. Now, interesting thing. He, I guess, take a seat at the table. He knows those two. He knows, Corrine and Shanta. Shanta is the lady elf.
How does he know him?
Apparently, he got turned into what he is by Shanta by accident. There was nothing else they could do. They had apparently that staff there on your arm, Zerda, is a memorial. It's like an heirloom, like an artifact or something passed down through generations of her family. And apparently she didn't know all the powers, or she couldn't handle it or wield it. And I guess in a sort of panic, she turned Bardish into what Bardish is, and I would assume turned Corrine into what Corrine is.
I see.
I think it's best that we keep it off her hands, because she seems not to know what the fuck she's doing with it.
Is it
I don't
still?
think it liked
I mean, does he know if it's still dangerous? Like, is it safe to have around here?
He said he would like it back, but other than that, no.
Bardish wants it?
I mean, I would assume to give it to them.
And he's still on good terms with her after what happened to him.
I know, right? He was like, "Oh, it's not her fault. She's just, she just kind of panicked and
Doing him dirty.
Well, to be fair, Oregano, we're still on good terms with Rock.
Wait, what happened with Rock?
Yeah, about that. So Rock sent us to the Envy Forest, hoping we would die so that his problems would be solved for Tintin.
Salty gets a look on his face, stands up, and walks out the door.
Hang on, Salty.
What?
Hold on.
I just want to talk.
No.
I just
let me
want
tell you a
to
little
talk
more.
to
Let me
him.
tell you a little more what happened.
Yes, what?
So he also told us the kind of reasoning behind him doing that. And trust me, I was pissed off too. I'm upset about it. I don't like
I was
people.
not.
Yeah, she said people try to kill her all the time.
All right, that's not great, but okay.
I know, it's not a common thing. But he said that the book that she has, a big tome.
Yeah.
Apparently it's some really important item from the coalition, her people. And there's he said a story that kind of a nightmare tale that they would tell people to make sure they were not acting up, is this group of individuals would come after them. And he's worried that this group is going to come after her now, and he thinks he can talk them down. But otherwise, we'd have to, if we're taking her, we have to be kind of alert and aware.
Dumb motherfucker. And people call me dumb, all right?
What, Tintin?
No, not Tintin. Rock. He's a fucking idiot.
I mean, you're not wrong.
I mean, all right. say these fairy tale people are a thing, right? They're gonna they come after the book, whoever takes the book. He's not going to stop them from taking back the book.
True.
Fine, keep going.
He's not.
Well, he thought he'd be able to. He says because he's from there, he can talk to them and figure things out.
Like they would care. Like they would care.
I agree with you, but it's his perspective.
She would be safer with us, but that's her decision to make. She's not some tool that he can just protect and keep locked away forever just
Taking
because
words right out of my mouth.
Just because it's, oh, this is the only thing that reminds me of my home. That I don't care. She's not a thing, a memento.
I said that more or less, and he said that he agrees now. He's gonna let her make her own decision. He says we don't have to do this quest anymore if we don't want to.
I'm just annoyed and tired of people trying to solve their problems not by themselves, trying to use power that's not their own, that they can't handle.
How about we sleep on it and we'll talk to him? I think he's head to bed anyway, so.
Salty,
Yeah,
I think you need to sleep. You sound very grumpy, and you might need some chocolate or something.
I think I need a
day.
drink. I need a drink before bed, always. Keeps me good and healthy.
Honestly, I think you should go kick his butt.
Oh God!
Okay,
Jesus.
no one asked you, James.
Well,
James.
Look, my aunt has had some trouble so far.
James.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
No.
Salty.
It is sleepy time, James. It is not
Yes.
kicking
Well, there's
butt
some great
time.
beds here.
Yeah, so
as well.
don't tell him to go kick somebody's butt when you could be telling him to rent a room.
Salty.
That's true.
James's outward persona as it always is, but do not be fooled. I'm sure you saw, there's half a door. That thing that we saw, that thing that crawled on the ceiling, escaped, I guess, when the lightning struck, and now it rampaged through the town and made its way towards the forest.
Oh no, that was yeah, that was a Bardish.
Yes, he left here in quite a hurry. It was rather annoying.
Oh.
Yes, he was rather concerned for you all and said that he needed to go check.
What a guy.
He's
broke the
okay.
door.
He's hanging out with my friend.
Do you have another acquaintance now?
We
I
have
do.
friends,
More
James.
patrons?
No.
No, she doesn't have any money.
I mean, do we have any money?
Yes.
Well, is it okay for Bardich to be out there by himself with this entity, this person?
It's fine.
Okay, well,
She's very capable.
he certainly can't get back into town easily. Which is
That's
rather
his
unfortunate.
problem.
We
That's his
couldn't bring
problem.
her in either.
James, for someone who can read minds, there's a severe lack of ale on the table.
I high five Armano.
James's face, his mouth just drops.
James, I think you just got, dude.
Fucking
I
get
think I
shit
just
on,
got.
mate.
I'm gonna go get some beer on the table.
Get fucking shit on,
And he
mate.
turns around.
To be fair, I'm
Holy
glad he's not.
fuck.
To be fair, I'm glad he's not reading our minds anymore.
That was.
It doesn't
Armano.
seem like he can do it all the time, but that was. God, you should.
That was a
me,
sick
Braxton
nasty.
here just went.
The AOL sound.
Oh boy. Yeah, so you hear a rustling down in the kitchen, like lots of glasses are being clanged around hastily to get some stuff out of there. You think he's probably enacting on the request.
I'm gonna sit at a table and start feeding fish.
So what's our plan now? Do you want to finish this thing for Rock, or?
I mean, not really.
I told him we would,
unless
but we can think on it.
unless it benefits us. Like, what do we get out of it? I mean, we're doing it to prove that, hey,
And
we're capable
enchantment
of,
stuff.
for him, so he can practice. I don't
Well,
fucking
I'm sure he
care.
can make something for us at some point.
Did you ask?
No, he did seem very heartbroken, and he apologized a couple times.
Oh, he apologized. Yeah,
I
but
know.
that he's running a business.
That's true.
He's
James
making
comes-
2 things for me, so
Oh, what is he making?
things.
All right.
You all are rather secretive. If I might add, Rock himself, he comes from a place where magic is not allowed. I don't know if I would trust his ability to enchant things.
We've talked to him. We know him pretty well at this point, I would say.
He's not
Okay.
enchanting the things that I have commentated.
That's good. Commissioned? Maybe?
That's what I
don't
said.
know.
Has he brought us the ale?
He has brought the ale, and Ormano, you have like a jug while everybody else just has like the regular tankards.
Oi, cheers.
Cheers. To
I
living.
have a small cup.
Clink. How strong is it?
It's a really good ale. I mean, James himself is a weird person. He takes this in business fairly seriously. It seems like this is some damn good ale. You have no idea how he procured it, but he has his methods. It is pretty damn strong.
What brand of ale is it, Braxton?
Boy, don't give me that. Don't give me that shit.
Oh, no.
Do you ask him?
This is pretty good. I haven't had really anything this good in a while. Where procure it?
Well, that's a funny business that you might ask. Charlotte, as you've heard about her spatial powers that she manages, there's another location that we visit frequently, a little below the earth, that makes some good ale. Hard to get, but it tastes really good.
All right. Mind giving me the name just so I can ask for it everywhere I go?
Hell?
The ale is called Hell? Awesome.
Sure. Sounds
Cool.
good. Oh, hail.
Yes, whatever you wish. If you want to get more for yourself, you can probably talk to her, but I wouldn't recommend going there.
I drink my entire glass.
Yes, it's quite good, isn't it? If you want more, I suppose it's on the house tonight.
Glug, 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 glug.
I don't usually drink ale, but I will drink this.
Is there anything else I can get for you all? I just want to make sure that you are having the food. Yes. Anything
do you have
in particular?
Potatoes? Do you have potatoes that have been skinned and smashed?
I can do that. I don't think I've ever tried that before.
So
are you some sort of chef?
No.
No?
No.
I've never heard of that.
Potatoes make me angry sometimes.
So you hit them. I mean, potatoes are fairly easy to come by. They'll grow wherever the hell you want them to.
Yeah. So you hit them and then you eat them.
So you're saying that if I made you angry, you would skin me and smash me?
No, you're not a potato. Why would I do that?
Oh, sorry. Sorry, you know. I could be mistaken as a potato if I wanted to, maybe.
You are pretty potato-like.
Thank
Didn't
you.
we
Thank
have
you.
smashed
See, James gets it.
Didn't we have smashed potatoes last night?
I don't remember.
Also, why are you asking, James? You should be able to read our minds and know what we are craving.
Look
We
here,
asked him
aren't
not
you
to.
all people of magic as well? You have some magic all over you. There's a crazy staff thing. Aren't there limits to these abilities? I can't just read everybody's mind willy-nilly, even if I want them to think that I can do that, but I can't.
Salty, you're making him upset. He's talking faster than normal.
I will have a steak.
Will you get him chocolate, please? He needs chocolate.
I don't have chocolate in particular. Steak I can do. There's also some chicken and random vegetables like carrots, things that are easy to grow around here. The only special thing we have is the ale, I would say.
Some
Can't get in the other
and
end.
some broccoli and some macaron fries.
Macaron fries. I don't have high enough heat for that. I would say. I don't even really know what fries are. I would assume it's
I'll just take a
potato
potato.
fry.
Oh.
Okay.
Can I just have like some potatoes that have been heated up and then I will smash them?
It's easier for me. Sure. Yes, that will just be
Right.
on the house because I said it would be on the house.
Yeah, you're not a good
Thanks,
businessman,
James.
Thanks, James. You're a real pal.
James,
welcome.
you're doing a great job, and Fish says thank you as well.
You're doing
Tell
so
Charlotte
good, mate.
that I gave you this for free.
I
I
don't.
don't think we've hardly met her, so it's fine by me.
Charlotte, I hardly knew her.
You really should meet the major.
Is Miners in the other inn?
He went to go greet his mother
Shit.
as she was coming back.
Okay, we'll see him tomorrow then.
Yeah,
should
we
be
need to
back
go
tomorrow.
see. We really need to go see her.
We do, but I really
well-
don't.
We'll see him tomorrow. There's no rush.
I
Yes,
really
you-
don't like how you said he's going to go greet his mother.
What do you mean?
You wouldn't say hi to your mom if she walked in town?
I would, yeah, I
Right.
would say hi to my mom, but I wouldn't go greet my mother.
Hey, they're like noble people. They gotta greet.
Right.
Salty.
What?
I greet my mother, so I don't like how you're speaking right now.
I don't like you go you sound like a serial killer if you go greet your mother.
Well, I don't like you.
Man, Salty's
Party's
aroused.
falling apart. Your adventures have only begun.
I
James,
you're
get our
all
food.
right.
Yes. He turns around and
Everybody's
goes to the
so
kitchen.
sassy right now.
We had a long day.
I'm drinking. I'm
The
drinking,
aroma
all
of
right?
the dishes that you've requested, raw potato or
Perfect.
heated potato and whatnot, is beginning to be prepared in the kitchen for you all.
Great.
The I believe Rattle was his name. Yes.
Yes.
Crawls
Yes.
in and out upstairs, downstairs. If you ever feel like
God,
having a
I
conversation
hate-
with him, you could. But he's just
I
going
hate
about his
looking
business.
at him.
Hi,
I hate
buddy.
looking at him.
He
Love
doesn't-
you.
Sit in
hasn't-
the near shop.
James comes down and he does over. He hasn't done much to you.
Yeah, his
I
people
love him.
have.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I'm
He's one of
gonna
the
I'm gonna collect all my things and pick up fish, and I'm gonna move to another table.
Oh, all right. Just because I started drinking, all right.
Did she?
Did you
do
everyone leave
something?
salty.
It's all right.
So,
We'll have a good time over here, Salty.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
We don't need Ramali.
Actually,
Not
lean
Ramali.
forward.
Oh fuck.
Just,
That's
I'll lean forward,
oh.
so it's just me and Salty. James, could you give me a minute?
Yes, sure.
I'm not really good at this type of stuff, so I'd prefer it if there was not many ears.
Okay. He covers his ears and walks away.
All right. What's
Thank
up?
you.
What's up, mate? What's up?
I just wanted to apologize for how I acted earlier. I know you beat me senseless, but I understand. I understand it wasn't your own will. And I was a little upset when I woke, but I know you probably went through a lot of stuff getting us out of there.
That's understandable. Yeah, I did beat you. Little satisfying, but that's not because when you're angry, it feels good to punch things, right?
I appreciate you getting us
but-
out of there in one piece.
Oh, of course. Why I wouldn't have done anything different. But as I was winning, and as I won, a voice spoke to me and asked if I would like more power. And I think it wanted me to merge with you all. And I
Like a
said
chimera.
no. I that's what I'm thinking. I mean, I said no, I don't need power. I would like to earn it myself because I mean, look at this one's knocked out and this one's turning into a tree, so what power can they give? No offense. And then it asked if I wanted to merge or turn into or get Lizzie's power of sight, turning things into stone or frozen or whatever, and I didn't feel that was right because yeah, that would be cool, but it's not something that I would have earned, right? Like I would have wanted to be able to either get that power and you learn how to use it or
Sure,
earn it
yeah, I mean, that's
myself.
all
And
well
also
and
it's also
interesting.
like just you don't it's not a fair fight, right? I like getting hit. I mean, not really, but if I'm fighting someone, I want it to be kind of a fair fight, right?
Sure. I mean, we could talk about the logistics of the fight all we can, but I'm curious. Do you think this is what happens every time a chimera is created?
I mean, there's no reason not to think that, right? Like we got
Well,
struck by the lightning and didn't merge, and this voice, mate. Yeah. Oh, all right. Yeah. I'm thinking now.
So that confirms that there's
Bardish-
some entity.
Yeah,
It's behind it.
Bardish was telling me that there was this weird bug thing that he was fighting, got struck by lightning, killed it, and he was like, yeah, I could take some more power. Sure, I want to protect the things I like. I'll take some more power, and bada bing, bada boom, he's the mantis person.
Weird. So
Yeah,
you think
so
someone's
I-
like trying to build an army out of the best things?
Maybe. I mean, if they're getting struck by lightning and a voice is talking to them, then that's someone doing that.
But then what happens to the thing that doesn't win? Like, what happens? I mean, they get merged, obviously, but where does that person go?
Maybe they just go either stop existing, or maybe they are just in that body, trapped eternally, and witnessing everything that's happening, but they don't have any control. Or maybe they just die and go to wherever they need to go.
So that kind of, doesn't really answer our problems, but it makes, kind of puts things together a little better. But it doesn't really answer the problem of the people that just vanished, the people that just fell when the dawning happened, not the Chimera people.
You're right. Hey, Zelda. We need your wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh, Zerda of the pool, what is your wisdom?
I knew this moment would come. I collect my things again and I return to the table. Did you two have the chat that you seemed to have needed?
Sure.
Yeah, some animosity before, but we're now our gears are turning.
Good.
So
I will place fish on the table again.
So we were just talking.
Mhm.
Recap what we were just talking about. What is your opinion on that? Do you think they just die? What do you think happens to the person that loses the fight?
I figured that either they become one person or their being is converted to power.
Romano, you're a rattling on the ceiling.
Here's something on the ceiling.
It's my brain trying to work.
That's kind of scary.
I'll just go look out the door real quick.
Oh, look out the door? Yeah, there's nothing out there.
No, I just look straight up at the ceiling.
Yeah, you see Rattle hanging there.
Hi.
Oh,
he
Mono,
just
what are you doing?
Flips around and
I'm
drops onto
checking
the
around.
table.
Yeah, I hold my arms out for him.
I overheard you talking about things that happened to my kind. If you want some
That's a good
answers, I
point.
can try
We
to
could have
share.
asked you. Well, so whenever you became what you are, were you like fighting this person?
Well, the interesting thing is that I was eating him alive, right? So,
Yeah.
Unfair advantage.
Probably not much
He was
of a
already
fight.
dying, so I won by default.
But something spoke to you?
Not really, just kind of happened. I did go to some weird place. Ethereal in nature, but
So it does happen to everybody.
yes, I suppose. But whether because he was dead or not, only my consciousness remained. But as you know, in Bardish's situation, he won over the beast part, I suppose, whereas I, the beast, won over the halfling, I suppose. And now his intelligence is mine.
Hey, Rattle.
I'm just thinking about what could be behind it.
Can you move the halfling body?
It wiggles around.
Can you
Gross.
walk with it?
I prefer not to, but I can.
Well, don't you think like if you walked with it and you just like pulled up your little legs and you put on a cloak, you could just be a dude?
Probably, but I'd prefer just to be myself.
Well, yeah, but it would make it easier for you to get in and out of towns.
That's true, but I've got everything I need here. There's occasion that I sneak out, but I don't. Most of the time.
Oh,
Is that it?
Cool.
Do you have any other questions? I'm sorry for eavesdropping, literally.
I do, but I don't think you could answer them.
Hmm.
I'm not
Well-
sure anybody could.
That sounds rather dark and sad, and I don't want to be a part of this. And he scuttles away.
Good
Bye.
night, Ryan. Yeah, I think on that note, I might go and hit the hay, guys.
Cheers, mate.
Got some stuff to think on, and I guess in the morning we'll reconvene and figure out what the plan is.
Would you all
Right.
like me to box up your food? You didn't finish it all.
Sure.
I will take
You
mine up
offer
to
that
my
surface
room
here?
with me.
Yes, I mean, I can bring you breakfast in bed too if you'd like, but I'd prefer not to.
I'd rather be down here, I think.
Okay. Well, the Major should return tomorrow if you wish to speak with her, and if I recall, Mina sent you some, I guess, gave you some tasks to complete. I don't know if you finished them, but he'll be back as well, hopefully. As long as
Yeah,
nothing
we'll
ate
talk
him
to
out
him.
there.
Will he be with Major?
Most likely, yes.
Perfect.
Great.
He's a bit embarrassed by her, but
Two
probably.
people
Fish
with
with
one
one
stone.
line. Oh.
Awesome.
I heard that
so-
one. I was thinking two
wait.
fish with one line, but yeah.
Well,
So he calls her mother,
yes.
and he's embarrassed by her.
Yes.
Do we know that they're related?
I mean, she's his mother. They have the same last name and matching first names.
All right, never mind. Don't worry about it.
Benefit of the doubt, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know.
No. I was thinking about something else.
I'm gonna stuff my
stand up
food
and-
in my pockets and
I'll
head
start walking.
upstairs.
Good night, guys.
Yeah.
James bonks you with a random stick he finds. Salty.
Boy, what?
Which
what?
one, me or?
No, salty.
I was just
Nasty?
All right. What? Oh yeah, you can read my mind. Yeah, that's
Oh
fair.
my god.
As we walk upstairs and return to Ormano and be like,
So the tension between those two, am I right?
I know. Tell me about it.
Or I throw my ale at them.
we're gonna come downstairs and they're just gonna be making out on the tables. I don't know.
I hope not.
What are you
also
talking
hope
about?
not.
Salty and
People
James?
eat those. Yeah.
I'll see you in the morning, Zerda. Sleep well.
I will. Thank you.
Yeah, good work out there today. You kick some ass.
I don't
You
remember
kicked your
most
ass.
things, but I will try to remember.
Yeah, no.
I'll pull out the key to the door and head on in.
Yeah, you guys all find your rooms. Zerda, it might be a little harder to sleep as you have a staff attached to your arm, but it's whatever.
that's fine. Oh, when I'm up there, I'm just gonna try and remove the staff.
Yeah, you're able to.
Okay, cool. I'm still gonna shove it under the bed with me and make my cubby.
Okay. I would like to ask, would you want to attune to it?
Sure.
Okay.
In my
Fun
cubby, I'm
times.
just gonna sit with it for a while and just
It's your body pillow, I guess.
yeah, it's my my body pillow. I'm gonna take out my a piece of chalk from my alms box and I'm gonna draw little pictures on it.
Aw,
Cute.
how sweet. Anything the rest of you do as you go
Yeah.
to bed?
I'm going to take out the quill and parchment from the night before. Stay up for a while. Not for a long while, but stay up for a little bit. Ruminate on my thoughts. And then draw the strange from the prison, the conjoined person body that we found. I'm gonna draw that.
Gross.
Omano has interesting hobbies. Okay, yeah. You can
Is
do
this
that.
Junji Ito? Hold on.
In the making.
And I'll sit with it for a while. And just think about the emotions and the sadness that probably went into that, and then put it up and put it into my box, and pat the box, and then go to bed.
Salty?
Salty just stays down at the tavern at the bottom floor for quite just eating and drinking and just sitting there and thinking. Just thinking about things. And eventually, after a couple hours, come back up and go to bed.
James probably wishes you a good night, as you were most likely the
Night,
last
James.
patron there. Good night. If you need anything, I usually don't sleep too much. I'm not
I
making
won't.
this shipping of them any better, am I, by having him say that? I'm sorry. You go to bed, or at least into your room.
Yes.
And whenever
yes,
you want to
I
fall
go
asleep.
into my room and go to sleep.
Ready for a new dawn, a new day.
Uh-huh.
Our
A new
three
dawning.
people are or three people. You guys, I guess,
was-
don't have a name yet. But
What was
Salty
that,
Zerda.
Braxton?
What?
Homie said Ara.
Oh my god.
Da-da-da.
Oh my god! Oh boy. But with everything happening, dark stuff, massive forest getting altered, destroyed, fixed, I don't know, Snake Man, Snake
Man.
Beast, Hydra getting released? Question mark? I don't know. Lots of things are brewing, some sad emotions. That's where we're going to end our session. Next time, they will be waking
Before
up.
we leave.
How fun.
Before we leave. Do we level up?
You guys level up.
Hey, let's go!
Level 3!
That's
Fun
huge!
shit. Y'all been waiting for that. Yeah, I think you definitely deserve it after all that shit.